there's debug logs, then there's info logs.
No, but it's keeping you. But I think we're not needed. magically.
When we have it set up on the cover screen that it means.
And then when I switched it, it auto changed. Oh, yeah. That's crazy shit, bro. Huh.
Set that up.
I didn't realize this. Hold on a second. Before we start here, lovable. I've seen this company before. I've seen them at
Yeah,
conferences before.
they're big.
And Kevin's been, hold on, let me switch over. Kevin was just showing me, I'm not a front end guy. I freaking hate front end. The JavaScript frameworks and everything that exists are just so over the top complicated that Kevin knows me. When I have to do a front end, what do I ask you to do?
Just
Plain
yeah, make it work.
HTML. No, not even that.
Oh yeah, no framework.
I want no
Vanilla
framework.
JavaScript.
Just plain vanilla JavaScript and HTML and CSS. And 99 out of 100 times when we do that, how simple is the code?
Yeah, it's simple. It's
And I
clean.
write JavaScript like I write Go code. So it's not even like, right? It's like just, yeah, dude, this is over the top. The saving the state, the React, the events, everything's in different
There's
places.
so much.
You know what? Okay, I've aged out, man. You guys, I think the front end community has done some bad things to themselves. Though I swear there are some people that do it because they just want to keep a job. It's like, I'm going to make this so complex that nobody else can maintain it and then they can't fire me.
I feel like it's so hard to keep a mental model with all the different things going on,
No,
all the
you
different
can't.
events. Like it's hard. It's really hard to keep track of all those files that do different things.
You can't, dude.
Like
Okay, but you're basically telling me here that if I wanted to start building a enterprise level app,
ask it
so you
something.
start with a prompt
Yeah, you give it a prompt.
and then it generates an entire project for you.
Yeah, and
But is it all vibe coding or do you do
Yeah.
anything?
it's
But you showed me a screen with a UI. So
yeah,
you
once you type in your first prompt, it gives you that. And like you can share projects between people. Like those are all projects people have kind of made, but like I don't use it as a end to end sort of this is working. It's more like a prototyping what would this look like. That's just how I use it.
but you take that initial code
I do.
and you use it for that. And
Yeah.
then and then what? Oh, then you're using cursor to sort of do the rest
To make it
of
work, to
coding.
kind of blend it into whatever project I'm working because like I'm not too strong in designing, but I'm like wiring things up.
So the pro, which I'm going to pay for, anybody from Lovable out there, I'm going to pay for because I want Kevin to be productive with the right tooling. They say it's designing, right, for sort of design, but this business one is advanced controls and power. So I imagine if you go business, you're really going to be developing out of this thing.
Yeah, like it's not limiting, from what I see right here, it's not limiting you to 5 daily credits. Like from free to pro, it just gives you instead of 30 credits per month at 5 a day, it gives you like 100
Yeah, I
per
just
month.
wish I understood what this meant.
Yeah, I'm
gonna
not
pay.
too.
I'm gonna pay you $25 a month, and I'm not gonna be able to use the system or something.
Yeah, I haven't looked too much at
But
the
they do have
pricing.
some credit rollover. But I don't know what a credit is.
Yeah, that's something because I haven't seen tokens from the times I've used it.
What is a lovable credit? A lovable credit is a unit used to pay for actions within in each message or prompt sent in certain modes, like chat mode. It's almost like they've created their own currency.
Yeah,
And if like one message is a credit,
yeah.
see, I don't like that. I'd rather do what Sourcegraph is doing. In fact, Cursor has just changed their pricing model. Did you notice that?
I didn't.
All new subscriptions now are pay as you go.
Oh, yes, I've been using that, but are you mean like the usage-based pricing?
Like,
Is
you
that
remember how
that's what
I
they call it?
paid for the flat rate? I paid $160 a
Yeah.
year unlimited.
Mm-hmm.
I think new subscriptions now are going after the Sourcegraph model. They're pay as you go. So there's no more like pay 160 and go nuts. It's you're gonna pay as you use the system. At least that's what I read yesterday or something.
Interesting.
Look, Cursor. No, you have to do this so you can't survive.
Yeah.
You can't just go flat rate and then let
I don't think it
people go absolutely crazy because
we moved. Yeah, there it is. We moved from request-based pricing to $20. Oh no, that's old.
I think that one's old. That's back in July. I don't know.
Pro. See, yeah, like you still like I'm on pro, but then I also selected pay like
I wish
based
I
on
could give my
usage.
pro account to somebody because I couldn't even tell you last time I turned it on. But look, this isn't even talking about pay as you go either. I swear
No.
I read, I swear that I read that Cursor was moving to a,
Oh, it's called on-demand usage now.
like you can't get an account anymore that isn't, Cursor shifted to a hybrid, right? With an on-demand component where the flat monthly fee includes a credit pool.
Yeah, if you want to go over.
Yeah, right. So it's not
Okay.
like unlimited anymore. So even that pro account gave you,
Mm-hmm. It gives you the 20, your first 20 is sort of
but
free,
it's
and
what
then
SourceGraph
you
did, right?
continue
I
on.
I, I do $10 at a time.
Yeah.
But if you look at SourceGraph, like I'm not using it every day, right? But the last time I used it, remember when I said I'll pay for that?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's kind of the way I think about it. I'll pay for that. Um, oh yeah, I hate that they do this. I'm gonna complain to Quinn again. Like, put me here, man. Not here. Put me.
And
Put
yeah.
me. What is this?
Oh, that's interesting. 30 added. Those are your stats. You have like a card.
I don't know what that is, but that's not what I'm looking for.
Maybe settings. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
looking for this. Yeah, this is the opening screen, dude. I'm sorry. So where am I at? I've used $16 over the last few months, but I know I had a really bad. I was using it pretty heavily a few days ago.
Mm-hmm.
I wish this view told me how much I spent that, like on this thread, right?
Yeah. See this. So on Cursor, I think
I
this is
had a
new too.
meeting with Quinn and I was telling him I want that.
They have like for each
Yeah,
sort
what
of
that cost,
call,
right?
each call, how many tokens and how much, and it tells you from cache and everything, input, output.
See, the cursor smart. Like I want that here. I want to know what this cost me. Not because of anything other than I'm just curious what
Yeah.
that interaction is sort of.
But it can kind of help you narrow down your prompting too if you kind of track it at that level and you want to go that deep into it. Because I know there's a lot of people who are saving their prompts and creating documents that kind of like polish on prompts to make it sort of go further.
Yeah, I guess at some point, if you're money restricted, you're gonna. It's just like you go to the grocery store and all you got is $50 on you. You got
Yeah,
to be
you want to
really
try
smart about what
exactly.
you're buying, right? So anyway, the problem is that this is only going to produce. What did you say? React.
Well, yeah, it's React, and then I think by default they use Shad CN, but they also did some MUI stuff for me.
They
Uh,
don't even talk about that,
I
like
haven't,
what they're doing.
yeah,
So it's all you have to. You can only use Lovable if you're going to do React, essentially.
I want to say so. I haven't tried on anything else, to be
Well,
completely
let's see.
honest.
Just see one more thing. What JS frameworks do Lovable support? Because I just want plain. I just want plain vanilla, man. Lovable primarily supports React framework for front end. Um, and then you can
They use
use
Tailwind too. Yeah,
Tailwind.
Tailwind, V,
The
which is
Vite is
standard.
only for building the static stuff, right? That's all I've ever remember Vite for.
Yeah.
Super base as a back end handling data
Yeah,
persistence.
if you want to do like a full,
Yeah,
you know,
I'd love to. If anybody's watching this and is really good at Lovable, I'd love to talk to you. I'm more curious than anything
for
else.
sure. Like I know I
I'm gonna
use it.
find somebody from Lovable to be on the show, bro.
That would be cool. I would love to learn how to use it better because I forgot where I saw it months ago, but I saw someone mention that Lovable is great to use it like what I do, just a quick prototype to get different feel for how things look and then take one of those and
I know.
make it work somewhere
Let's
else.
use Lovable to. I always got to restart those. Lovable to build a front end, right?
Yeah.
right? Real quick for chat front end for say example 12 or so. Okay, I'm gonna reach out to Lovable um, later today,
Yeah.
and I'm sure Lovable's got a DevRel or something, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Lovable. They don't use an E, though, do they? Lovable.
La do they use it? No, no
No,
E.
Lovable
Dot dev.
DevRel or somebody. I don't know who's the DevRel for Lovable. Everybody's got a DevRel. I don't know. I gotta find you know what? Maybe I find some talks and there's got to be somebody who's a DevRel for.
Yeah. It's super interesting.
I'm gonna find that person out. See, here it is, full tutorial. But I don't know if this person works at Lovable. Tech with Tim, Daryl. If I can't find the DevRel for, I'll. Well, I'm gonna get somebody on. I want to see that work. Okay. Excuse me for my coughing. I got sick. I'm not sick, thanks to Kevin, but it's
Yeah.
the nagging.
I'm still
It's the
dealing with it too.
30-day cough that you get after all this. Okay, let's get back to the real world here. Now, let me show you some changes I made because I've got the source code being exactly where we need it right now. So hold on here. Let me, I did it down. Let me do it up. Oh, but okay. So this is interesting. I'm going to want to run again everything, but I ran everything right now. So I've got a database of everything.
Okay.
Though I want to see if we can improve the image processing. All that being said, what we might need to do is just create another database for this hack that I want to do right now. So let me bring sort of everything up. And this person that just asked a question, what app are you guys working on? We are focusing on, not that repo.
AI training.
Ardan Labs AI training. We're focusing on this repo and we're working on example 12, which the idea around example 12 is to take one of my training videos, like 45 minutes long, and try to extract all the information out of it, including what we see on the screen, so we can have a better sort of chat experience. But even more, and I was talking to Mike Engel yesterday, have it generate a very detailed outline for a book. We're going to play with that too.
That would be good.
That was a good idea. Okay, so I started up Mongo and Olama and this, but I don't want to destroy the time I spent bringing everything up. So I'm going to do a couple things and then we'll go over it again. Why don't I just I'm going to do temp as the database name right now, so I don't destroy
example
just 12.
A new one.
Okay. So, but I want to run it so you can sort of see it. And then, yeah, I want to play with 8 with the imaging better. So I've moved to this model here. We were using a 4-bit quantized model.
Okay.
This is now the not bit, but billion parameter. I switched to the 27 billion parameter, and bro,
Completely different.
Perfect, bro. It was like night and day. It wasn't playing any games.
Was there a big speed difference?
The speed didn't change for me. Now, I don't know about a smaller machine.
Yeah.
But the performance was, that's the first question that Florin asked. And I was like, dude, it's running just as fast. It's the same, right?
Yeah.
So that was very, very, very cool. And if we look at, I know let's just put this back here for a second. Olama list. This doesn't have to be as wide here, right? So I look here, here's the 27 quantized one here, right? So
18. Oh, it's okay.
Yeah, so I'm not using this one. I should be able to remove it. How do you do Olama? I don't even remember what it is. Is it remove?
I probably have
RM.
to do that. I'm sure.
I don't need that. Oh, maybe you do it this way. Yeah, I just like to clean up.
There it is.
And this is the one we were using.
The
But I
4B.
tried all of these and don't need to have this on disk. And this is the one we were using, but you're going to see the difference when I switch to 27. Let me see what else here. I'm listing them. What do we work? So I'm using this one. We're not using this one anymore. No, this one where we were trying to use for, I don't think I'm using that one anymore.
Oh my.
And then the rest of these I'll just leave for now. Okay, so I switched to this one. So you should be able to, if I go back to the make file real quick, should be able to, yeah, I've got that here.
27 VIT.
Okay.
Okay.
Fine. Then the prompt. I changed the prompt out a little bit.
Okay.
Mainly because when I was trying some of the other models, it refused to add this header. I was like, ah. But I kind of changed this a tiny bit, right? This didn't change. 200 words or less. Do the classification icon. I kept the text. And I gave that guy sent me the email.
Oh, did he?
Gave him the go stuff.
Okay, cool.
Because that was a great idea. So I kept the text, right? Don't enhance, do not add any, keep that, place it under the text section. And then I sort of moved this up and then added this extra content here and tabbed this in hopes that it would sort of see that, right? So this worked really good.
And how come you added like the JSON document header, the text header?
Remember, because I can't put the source code in proper JSON format.
Oh, okay.
I can't get it in a JSON document. So I did it this way because I wanted the JSON document for this. It's just easier to parse. And then I didn't care what came after this.
Yeah,
I
it
just
was all
wanted the raw
just-
text. But there's no way to take this and put it into a field. Remember, we were running into all the markup issues.
Oh, okay. So you just did like the actual header itself just for the model to kind
No,
of like.
so we had that code that could extract both.
Got it. Okay.
Remember, I asked the AI to write code that would extract the two headers,
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
right?
Oh, okay.
Because if that's what's coming out of the model, I have to be able to extract it.
Yeah. Distinguish the two.
Distinguish the two and deal with that.
Makes sense.
So I made those two changes. I think that's all I did. Everything else is the same, okay? And watch sort of what happens. Everything else is the same. Now, I just made this change so we don't destroy what I have already. But if I now run make example 12 step 1, you'll see we'll just do a few of these so you can see them because I don't care about though it's probably going to destroy what I have on disk, so I don't want to do all of it because I still want my frames for 8, so it's doing one at a time, which is good. This is the key, the next thing that we have to, and I want to play with the prediction guard model.
The comparison of finding unique keys.
So that just timed out. That's not good. But here's one. I don't know what.
Oh, because that's like the intro screen.
I don't know what class means.
Inserted into.
Yeah, I don't care about that right now.
Oh, okay.
Now we're going to get
still
into
doing the comparison there. There's the fan.
So look at on this one the text.
Oh yeah, it got like your actual
Yeah, so if we look
hierarchy.
at 1 0, I mean that's all it was there, right? Okay.
It's accurate.
And now if we look at 2, which most likely because we need to fix our comparison, I think. This is what it's going to see, right? It's even giving me numbers, bro.
Oh,
but
wow.
Look, so
yeah, it's pulling everything.
Auth web errors 7, auth web. Look how accurate that is.
With the line numbers too. That's nice.
Yeah. So upgrading from the 4B to the 27B, and just changing the prompt a tiny bit gave us,
Wonder why. It's almost like it has more resolution.
yeah, it has more
Like,
resolution. Is exactly it, right? It has a more
yeah,
resolution. So now we're getting really interesting sort of results here. Okay.
I guess it has enough parameters where it can sort of pick out every little bit of text on the
Better. Yeah,
screen.
it's just
Yeah.
better, right? So now you see the difference here, right?
Hmm.
And maybe I don't even want the numbers, but, and maybe we can tell it don't include line numbers. But remember, it's supposed to be raw text,
Yeah.
not
So
source code.
it's
So
gonna
that
be
is what it is. That's fine, right? Okay. So um that solved that problem like
yeah,
done.
perfect.
Okay. Now let's go back and I want to write a hack program for 8 because we know that these two images
Yeah, they're
shouldn't be 100% the same, right? So I want to do the following. I'm going to add a new folder called hack. And all I want to do is play with the embedding and the comparison
okay.
and just try to, whatever, I don't really care.
It always gives you that same OS exit.
It's, well, I like doing this. So it's finding this either from my work, which would be interesting. I don't know if it's looking anywhere else on disk.
Okay.
A lot of people would just do the log fatal here,
Log fatals up.
right?
Okay.
That's the other one.
Yeah.
But this to me is a great example of being clear because I could do this, and over time you'll know that this does an OS exit 1.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't have to learn that over time. You
Yeah,
sort of
it's explicit.
see it,
Yeah.
right? And so there's a sort of line in the sand where I always say you have to know who your average developer on the team is. If
Yeah.
your average developer is truly somebody new, then maybe that
Yeah. The extra line is kind of worth
adding
the
the clarity, right? As
Yeah.
opposed to doing this. Though we could argue that this is a teaching moment to show you this. Now, you may not be using that log package anyway. You might be using your own log, which case you still have to do your own what?
Yeah.
OS exit. So,
OS exit.
right, we go back and forth in all these sort of conversations here. But for now that you know that, we'll just keep it smaller. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I already have like 8, and we already have some code that Florin wrote to do these comparisons. Let's pull that into our thing first. Let's see if we can find it. Well, there's more.
Remove. It's in the remove duplicate.
I don't even care about the root. Oh yeah, this is it right here.
Oh.
This is some code I want. Let me take this, put it into our hack program for a second. Oops. And that would also mean that I need this type to play with, though we're only using a couple of things from this type, but let me see something here. Right, from a type perspective, I only care about the embedding, right? I mean, for what we want to do,
Yeah.
say,
For
right?
this.
And then there's a similarity threshold. It would be nice if I didn't have to go all the way back up to sort of steal that number. Not that I think it matters. Again, we're just hacking here, right?
Yeah.
All right, yeah, give me a constant there. So you can see here, we only use the embedding to remove the duplicate. So we need that. But I really want to get scores more than anything else, right?
Yeah.
But we do have to build out this collection of keyframes. And we have to get the embedding for that. And so this is sort of the code that does that work, right? This sort of function here. And we don't need the Okay, I'm going to steal this function too. I'm going to clean this up. At least we got a starting point, right?
Yeah.
Okay. From my perspective, I need right now sort of that. And, you know, we could just return an error for what we want to do. And we're going to have the chunk name. Well, I know what the chunk name is going to be anyway. Again, we can use a constant here, couldn't we? And the chunk name that I want to play with is this right here. If that's the right folder. That's a folder at the end of the day. Oh, well, one would argue the chunk name is 8, but we'll clean that up first in a second. Because
file path.
Frames and then chunk name, right? So
so the name
so
needs
this
to be
could just
output.
be full path, couldn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. I'm just hard coding this right now. I don't need any of this. I don't need any of it, really. I mean, we can create it all inside of here as we need it. Now I need the get files for sure.
Yeah.
So let's hack that in here real quick. And that's going to get us the list of those file names. Okay, perfect. Now we're going to have our list of keyframes. We have our length. It's funny how he created a length, an empty collection, right? With a length. That was actually really interesting.
Empty collection.
Okay, we need our read image. Let's just steal that. No reason to rewrite that function. Okay, read image. Sweet. And then now this is the one that we have to now I can just do this all like in one shot in here, right? Like at the beginning of the function. I just need to create my this image embedding, right?
Yeah.
This is the one that we care about. So again, I'm just going to hack this in here. And then we need URL embed, model embed. URL embed and model embed. I'll get rid of the ones that we don't need. Does this and this. We could put this in a constant block, couldn't we?
Yep.
Okay. So that helps with this. Nice. Now we've got this, which we could have just called this. And just for my brain a little bit, I'm using the wrong dashes because we're inside of a function.
Singles.
All right. Just because we're setting some things up, we would normally just pass in, right?
Yeah.
All right. For some reason putting constants first, but whatever. So now we can make that call. It's fine. And we don't need any of that. Beautiful. And we're not going to do any of that work. And this is just going to be nil because we're going to do some logging. Okay, so this is going to get us the embeddings, right? And then I'm going to move this function up to the next right after just so it's there.
Yeah.
Okay. And then that's fine for now. Let's just not accept this for a second and just do some logging here, right? Because I want to see what the similarity is on this sort of thing. So I wanted to do some font print line. We're comparing the unique. So we first start with the keyframe we care about. That's that file. Comparing this file. We can even probably use file path.base because sometimes I don't hit tab very well. Like I hit tab and it said, okay, I guess you don't want to do that. Okay. And then the similarity. I kind of want to see this, right?
Yeah.
And then once we get out of this loop, continuity check. Hold on. If we go back to the top here, so maybe we just do a func.print line here. I don't want that. I want, just give me this. Okay. It would be interesting to just see what this is for number 8, right? Okay, right now I just care about this, what's going on. So we should be able to read all the images in, do the embedding locally. And then when we call this, start to look at what's happening there, right?
Yeah.
And I'm focusing on like all of these sort of things. So we're going to be comparing every file against every other file, including itself, I guess, at some point. Oh, no, only the ones that we add back in. So the idea is the first time we go through the loop, we don't have anything to compare.
Okay.
So we take the first one and we put it in. And then we start to have things. Now the second file gets compared to that first one.
Got it. Okay. Yeah.
But let's take a look at this. So this is our hack program, right? Go run hackety hack, edit, copy relative path. And you can see how beautiful that ran. Okay, it didn't run at all because I don't think I did anything in run,
No,
did I?
run is no.
Yeah, no. Fine. In fact, we just do a return here, right? Yeah, I think it would help to call something in there, wouldn't it?
Help.
All right, let's do it again.
Processing keyframe.
Okay, so let's take a look at this algorithm first of all. So we compared 0 with 60 and we got a 99%. And we compared 0 with 120.
Why is it backwards like that? Like why isn't 0 on the left on the log?
Because I did the unique one. So we stored this as the unique one. And I said, this is the file now we're up to. Compare it with everything that we have that is unique.
Okay.
And remember, we're only keeping things unique when the threshold is
80?
when it's under 80%.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So what we said here was, where is that here? Right? If the similarity is greater than the threshold, then it's too similar. We're not going to add it to a unique one. So it's got to be under 80%. So none of these scored under 80%, right? We've got basically this 9999, right? So this is essentially saying that this is 99% the same as this, the same as this. And that's fair. These are all fairly similar, right? But I don't know if it's
I don't know if it's 99.
If this is, you think this is 99% similar? Maybe because of this.
But I mean that's a pretty big section added there.
Right? But this is kind of what we're looking at, right?
I would think like maybe 92, 93, not.
These are all the same.
Those are, yeah.
So like all that's fair. And then we're back on 90, right? So the question then is two things. There's two things here I want to deal with. This is when we're using our embedding model. These are 99% the same. There may not be enough detail to go beyond that. But if you look at this, 1627, it's not even
99.
right. Like if you look at the one that's the smallest in similarity, it might be 1447. Might be 1447, which if you look at 1447,
because claims is all the way at the bottom.
Yeah.
And it has.
See, I would like, at some level, these two might be worth keeping, right?
I agree. Yeah, because now we have the whole sort of.
And I feel like 60, right, is really similar to what we saw on 1447. So this is a problem, and there's going to be two ways to solve this problem. Either, if something is 99 point or less than 99.5, maybe you keep it, maybe.
Yeah.
Or we try a different model and see what the results are. So I'm going to do the following for a second. I want to keep these results. Well, I can keep this anyway. So let's do the following. This was the hack I wanted to do, and I said I'll wait until we get on the show. That's kind of cool that the split frame worked.
Yeah, the split
really
frame
well
is
like
great
that.
for that.
Okay. So let's do the following. Let's pass this in. Let's pass this in. Should be able to pass this in. I wonder if I can use this with the
I would like to get you like a little snippet where you're actually switching between like you and the IDE.
what does that mean?
So like in an actual video clip, so that way you can get like because this one doesn't really have like very different things. Like I would want to
Oh,
get
you
you
mean another
like a
image?
clip with a drastic difference,
Yeah.
like where you're switching.
Yeah,
I
we
think I
have
could do
that
that.
on the first one. If you
Do we?
look. Like these are, and this is why we end up with like 4 of these in the
Like
beginning.
that, yeah.
Right? We end up with 4 of these.
Okay.
So like, but that's at 80%, right? It may not
Mhm.
be fine-tuned. We can run this on 0 too.
Yeah, okay, so this is more
I
like a
have
fine
one.
tune.
Yeah, we're trying to figure out, and we can only spot check this and then see how it works, right? So, but what I want to do right now is this is when we're using the local model. Okay, let's move this up. This is for when we're using the local model, right? What I want to do now is use the PG system. I want to use the PG bridge tower. Now, I did add to the make file the API call, a curl call for this, right? So I can use the PG system. They have this model called bridge tower. And given an image, it's really the same API call. It's just a matter of using this
Endpoint, yeah.
endpoint, and I got to give it the API key. So I may have to make a couple of changes here for a second. So this is the PG, let's call it the PG model for now, right? Or URL, call it PG embed. Okay, fine. So we're going to have this, and then the model we're going to use, which I'm going to call it model image embed. How about we call it PG model image embed? And why don't I just do this just to keep it the same, right? Now, URL should all be capital, right? And then this model is going to be the bridge tower.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So I want to use this system. The API should work, except for the fact that I've got the key that we have to use.
Yeah.
So that's not a big deal, because what we can do, let me just shut this down for a second. Where's this is what we're calling, right? Where's I know I got a do function somewhere. It's like one of these embed with image, right? We're calling this do. And all I have to do is make sure I'm adding in here, the definition. I just have to add the thing there. Now,
The bear.
instead of me trying to remember all that stuff, the Go client already does it for PG. So hold on.
There it
Here,
is.
that's what I need. Let's just steal this for a second. And I can even hack that a little bit more, right? Because I don't want to break the API.
Yeah.
So what we could just do is say that's what the variable will be. And I'm sure it doesn't even matter that it's there. So we could do API key OS get environment that if API key is not empty, then set it, right?
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And even if it's set, I don't think the other embedding model is going to particularly care
No,
that it's there, right?
I don't think so.
So this will let us now, this should let us do that. So let's try this hackadoo. I'm going to do process. I'm going to care about the errors right now. And then we're going to do this again, but we'll call it the PG LLM embed. And that will use PG. Man, you were so close. And then we'll do that. And then just to sort of clean this up a little bit, right? We'll do that.
And then use yeah.
Okay. I don't care about the errors per se. We'll just do a return nil for now. So this should work, right? We should get this.
But it will do both side by side.
Well, one after the other.
One after the other. Okay.
And I'll just do that for a minute, long minute. And then let's just see if that works. I just have to make sure that I'm AI training here, that I'm sourcing the environment. So have the env file with that key already. I don't want to give that key away. All right. So
okay, so that was local. Now this is PG.
And it may not be running. So the local worked.
Similarity 1.
Yeah, that's not good.
No.
So either all that failed or I have to gotta add a little bit more logging. And you see how how long it waited, and then so I don't like what happened there. So let's
Add some more visibility.
yeah, let's add some more visibility for the PG side at least. I'm just curious now. Getting embedding, and maybe that's keyframe file is the file name, isn't it? Oh, I could have worked anyway. All right. Started. I always like started, completed. All right, let's just see this real quick.
Oh boy.
I don't have a control. Oh no, I didn't do print line. That's why it looked the way it did.
Yeah.
We know it's going to be fast for the first one.
Yeah. First one's going to run through it.
Okay, so that's not bad. It's just as fast. Okay, so
So now why?
I think that's working, right? And just to triple check, we can do embedding and look at the first sort of 3 values.
Yeah.
Here I might do an F%S, and I really want to do the first 3. And I want to do a embedding last 3, right? And just sort of show it like this. So let's just do this one more time. Looks like it's the same number over and over again. It's almost like we're processing the same
I'll put 8.
image. Because that's impossible to get the same embedding, dude.
I mean, yeah, that's a lot of that. It is the same.
Oh,
It's like
there
identical.
must be a bug or something. But it's a different file.
But it's it's
So is this model worse than the one that we're looking at?
0.
Oh no, we're using the same one. Oh no, 180, 120. Oh, dude, this is like worse.
120, 240, 20, 6.
I don't know how many dimensions it also gives us.
Yeah.
Let's just look at that too for a second. Ninth embedding. I don't like this at all. I mean, this to me suggests we're getting, okay, so it's a smaller density model, 512 vectors.
And what was the?
The other one's 1024.
Oh, okay.
But
But why
we're
are the
getting the
numbers like
same exact, we're getting the same exact embedding for every image. And we know that we're using a different file. Whoa.
this is?
Whoa. This is where I want to bring in Sharon. Ping Sharon. Because now I'm like, I need a data scientist here, bro. This is mind blowing to me. There's no way that this is 100% unless just image processing is.
You want to see if he's available?
Yeah.
To have him?
This is insane, bro. This isn't right, man. See, we're, oh man, we're using 1024. We're only getting 768 out of this model, by the way.
Oh,
We're using a lot of zeros. So we got to fix that. We got to run this data again. It's not a 1024. It's a 768 based on the other model. I don't know why we thought. So we've got a bunch of zeros that are being used to compare. That is not helping.
a bunch of. Well, oh, because it's only
not
using
gonna
a
help us.
certain.
Right now, we're using our own algorithm for
Okay.
cosine similarity, so we're fine there.
Okay.
But when we do the step 2, right, and we're doing that vector search, we're adding a bunch of zero. It probably ends up being a wash, but we shouldn't be storing more than we need.
Got it. Okay.
So everything that I did, we'll have to redo. But that being said, you can see that our other model is giving us some level of
difference there.
difference on these images, even at 768, right?
I mean, it's the same code.
It's
for
pretty
both.
similar.
Yeah.
But this feels incredibly
It's identical.
wrong. No, they're identical. Every one of these images is coming back with this, and it's not the same input. So this would tell me that this would tell me that we can't use. I mean, we're not getting anything better here. But that's insanity to me. That means that this bridge, like, I don't understand this. It's almost like what we need to see. The problem is extracting code from these images takes time, right? You see how much time. That's why we're trying to filter the images before we go through that lengthy process.
Exactly, and it's just more storage too.
Like for me, it's not a storage issue. I could take the text, and if I embedded the text that we extracted, I'd put money on it that we wouldn't be getting 100% here.
No.
Right?
No. That's so interesting. And we know the code's working because the other model is getting some kind of difference.
This is the second time I've tried to do something with images, like with the Connect 4.
Uh-huh.
You know, when I wanted to compare similar boards,
Yeah.
I tried this as well, and I didn't get anything better out of it than converting the board to text, right? All right, I got to get him a link, right? Hold on. How do I get him a link again?
You go to
Here?
Yep. There.
All right. Copy link. I got to send this to you, right? Here's the link. All right, we're going to get a data scientist on the line here.
Oh, okay. You sent it to me.
Okay. I need a data scientist. I'm not happy, bro. Not happy.
This is definitely a data scientist question.
We need a way of doing this in a more fine-grained way. So maybe we're doing something wrong, right? And if his answer is going to be extract all the text from all the keyframes, I'm done. Because it's taking 6 seconds to do the extraction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're talking, is it hundreds or thousands of keyframe?
Well, if we look at, hold on. I'm waiting for him to ring.
Oh, there he is.
Hold on. Hold on.
Hello, hello.
Wait. Oh, shoot. Did I just lose his screen here? Hold on.
You want me to do it? I can put him on there.
Yeah. I'm going to do it.
Oh, we lost like all the overlay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We lost the overlay. Hold on.
Shoot.
Where is, or did we lose him altogether?
No, he's...
Wait a second. I was here, and then I was here. But what's weird is I lost the other overlay.
Yeah, we need like the actual...
Okay, overlays. Hold on. Hold on a second.
Yeah.
Yeah, why did all the overlays? What did I do wrong,
Open
bro?
my eCam, so...
Because I always have that.
Yeah, it's a keybind that...
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, you lost like the...
I lost the main overlay for all the tools.
This or...
Hold on. Dude, I hit a button as I always do. Okay, I got these overlays, but this is not what I need.
No, but I think I can...
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I found that one. But where's the icons for this?
Here, let's go to the code. Click around a little bit.
Hold on.
I thought it was...
I cannot believe this just happened, bro. Those icons are always there.
Even like the... Why?
That has never happened to me once in all this time using eCam.
Man, why?
Go to options.
High quality show picture. No, there. Show recordings. We already hit this.
It's usually these overlays, but no, these are the overlays. Okay, this is crazy, bro.
Show scenes window. Okay, so let's put them. We're gonna go to the screen share here, and then
Here.
Show overlays, and then let's add him to... I want to see this. Okay, and then we'll add this here.
Oh, and we can put his name on.
And then we'll put Sharon here. There we go.
Okay, Sharon's there, right? All right. Now, Sharon, can you see the code?
Yeah, I can.
Okay.
I think we have echo cancellation, right?
I think so. We didn't expect to have you on here.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I think it's alright.
Okay. I need a data scientist, bro, because I'm losing my mind here. Okay. Now, let me show you something. Okay. To set you up. I took a 60-second of video and I extracted all the keyframes. So if we look at this particular one, here's keyframe 0. You can see 60 is a little different, right? I mean, you have this, but this is new. And they're all a little slightly different. Now, what I'm trying to do is keep just the unique keyframes, because once I find the unique keyframes, then I want to get code extraction from them, because that takes like 6 seconds, okay?
Yeah.
So I have this model that I'm running with some Python code that does embeddings for images.
Okay.
That model is called the nomadic embedded
Okay.
vision model.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What I also did today, because I didn't like the clarity I was getting, I'm hitting the bridge tower model too. I'm comparing both. Okay. Now,
Yeah.
the local model that I'm running for embedding is a 768 dimensional embedding. And you could see for every file, I've got some unique starting
Yeah.
numbers and okay. And then what I do is I compare the first image to the second one. If it's got a similarity score of less than 80%, I keep it as unique, and I just start comparing things with that unique one. So
Okay.
you could see that it says that 0, which we've identified as unique because it would be unique in that general sense, is 99.6% similar to 60. Now, even that, and this is on my model, okay? Now, even that bothers the hell out of me, because if you look at 0 and you look at 60, I mean, I don't like that
Oh,
it's 99% similar, okay?
which similarity correct
Cosine,
are you using? Cosine.
cosine. And my own little algorithm for cosine, okay? I'm not using a vector database or anything. It's just Go code
Yeah, yeah,
comparing
yeah.
two things, right? No big deal. Okay, so just take a look at these two. We agree they're not 100%, but
In the 90s.
maybe in the 90s. That's fine. Okay, now, when I hit bridge tower, which is a 512,
Yeah.
I'm getting the same exact embedding for every image.
It won't be exactly the same. I think you are just seeing the initial few numbers, right? Like no,
Well,
you're not seeing all the 512 numbers.
dude,
There will be only slight difference. Oh,
look.
oh,
I am
oh yeah.
getting 100%. It's the same code, just making an API call to prediction guard, and
I
I'm
think
getting
I have
this.
an idea. Do you have an image which is like totally different from all this? It's not a code. It's not a code snippet. Something totally different.
1
And if we
or
try
0.
that out with both the models, and let's see if the logic is working properly.
So let's do this. I
Yeah.
can switch to the first minute of video,
Yeah.
which basically looks like this. Okay.
Yeah. 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 It's
All right.
totally different from the code snippet. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's run that one. I'm good with doing that.
Yeah.
So instead of using 8, we're going to use 0. Okay. So that will be all of these. There's a lot of them, but let's just run through them. Okay. Let's do it again.
Yeah, now those scores are
These are good. These are reasonable, I think.
Okay, but this is the prediction guard ones. So let's see.
identical again.
Dude, they're identical.
Nothing changed.
What is wrong?
I think there is some issue then with.
But it's the same
Let's see.
code. I'm just passing a different API to use. It's the same code. All I'm passing is the API. Look, this makes no
Yeah.
sense. You see, same function,
Yeah.
but using
PG model image and then embedding.
The API call must be right because it's returning an embedding.
Yeah, turning and embedding.
Oh my god, bro.
Is-
It's
Okay.
the same code.
Yeah.
So there's no way I'm sending it the same image every time.
And the files are different.
Oh, context length. I don't know if that will matter or not. You are just sending an image. So what's the size of the image?
Hmm.
Let us see.
Okay.
What's the size of the image? Oh.
Like Bridge Tower model is like super small. Like I know the text
Oh.
context length in terms of text is only 100 tokens.
It's 13K. I don't feel
Oh,
that big to me. 13K. Oh, that one is 43K. Let's take a look at this. Let's look. Anywhere from
The highest is
the highest is 74K. Smallest is like 13K.
okay.
That feels small. Now, I'm using. No, hold on. I'm using my regular code that does this. But we are API, we're OpenAI compatible. So from now, we're OpenAI compatible. And plus the call would fail.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's not failing the call.
Yeah, the call is base. You are sending base 64 encoded image, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is what the document's going to look like. Data mime type, base
Yeah.
64.
Yeah. Okay, that's also right.
Man, what would cause it?
I can run the API server locally just to double check that we're sending a different image. You know what I'm curious now? Here's the Go client that I wrote a million years ago. There is embedding. I don't have one with images in it, but see, read the image, do the base encoding. Ooh, okay, wait a second here. It looks like I don't add that extra stuff for embedding. I just put the base 64 in there for the Go client we wrote. So let me try something for a second. Oh, maybe this document is different. Huh.
The text image.
It's a slice of D, which is just text and oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So I don't need a description. So it looks like I was using this document, but maybe I should just do that. Okay, let's do this for a second.
Yeah.
It could be because this is what I'm passing from a Go client perspective. All right, let's see something. I wonder if the other model even blows up with that.
Well, there's the line. So the other model did.
It just started running much slower too.
But now the numbers are different.
Yeah,
Maybe my
seems like now
API
it's
call was
working.
bad.
Yeah.
Is that running
Now I
much?
see differences. Yeah,
Yeah,
now I see
now the
difference.
numbers are all different.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, bro. Oh my God. I wonder where I got that document from.
And we weren't logging errors, right, on the
Maybe I
process?
got that from the chat completion, because on chat completion,
Oh, there we go.
Now can you run for the old ones, the code snippet? Let's see how it does now.
Yeah, the 8.
Those 99%. Let's see if Bridge Tower does better.
yeah, but where's the PG? Hold on.
This is all PG.
Yeah, the 512 is all PG.
Oh,
The other model didn't do anything. It just started and probably errored.
oh, so that document type didn't work for the other model.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, look,
Unprocessable.
unprocessable. Oh, wow. Okay. Damn, dude. So I wonder if we're using the wrong format for our OpenAI. Well, no, it could be that that model wants that format. That's probably what that is. Okay, fair. So, okay, so I have some work to do there for this. Okay, thank God I brought him on. My brain was not going to go in this direction. So let's take a look at 8 now. So we know the other one's going to fail, but we'll go right to. Okay, so my
Yeah.
bad. I was passing in the wrong document type. But what's weird is that it was processing something.
yeah.
It was still doing
It wasn't doing what
embedding.
the other model's doing.
No, now it's actually processing the image.
It was just like
But now I think we're going
Is
to
this,
get more accurate.
is this the code snippet one?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see if we do better than the other
The
model.
numbers are looking different on every single one.
Yeah, but maybe I'm even using the other one wrong now that I.
Oh,
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
actually did better than I think the nomadic one.
9.8, 9.9.
Slightly
Yes,
better.
it is a little bit better.
That is that number makes more sense to me.
I agree. So now I'm going to have to triple check how I'm passing it to the other model. Okay. This still
9.82.
sucks to me because, yeah, but now it's my job to figure out what the threshold is in
Do you
determining.
think if for that code snippet, if you run the images first through the embedding model, get the text out of those images, like I'm saying, what's the text in the image and send the image, you will
it,
get the text
it
and
takes
then
too
embed
long.
the,
It takes
and
too
then if you
long.
embed the text plus image, your embeddings will be semantically more different because there will be a text difference also.
The problem is that it takes over 6 or 7 seconds to extract the
Yeah,
text. And
yeah, that's true.
when I have essentially 45 minutes of video, it's just not going to
Yeah,
get done.
yeah, that's
So
also true.
that's why I had to go with this embedding route to try to filter the images I was going to spend time on, because that was my first approach. But dude, this will never get done. As it
But
is,
the trade-off here is that you will get everything will be unique, right? Like, or everything won't be unique. Everything will look the same, even though they are unique.
but maybe what I can do is if I switch the threshold here to say 98%, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Then I'll keep everything that's under 98%. And then I can do a second round. I'm going to get the text anyway at
yeah,
that point, and then maybe do a second round of similarity between that text.
yeah. You can actually normalize this to make it like this can be your like max and min you can find and find the average between that and something like that,
Do it that way. Yeah.
and then put a threshold on it.
That way it's kind of
So
dynamic.
instead of hard coding it,
Yeah, exactly.
That's
Instead
where
of
my
hard
head
coding
was
it.
at, is like, how are you going to find a global number that works?
Yeah,
so
yeah. I think that
because
goes pretty.
look at this one 000 through 907. This is where I should have stayed in math class. Hold on here. 000 through 907. So here's 000 and 907. These, but you see, to me, yeah, Like, I'd rather keep the one on
Yeah,
the right
what
than the
I
one on the
feel is
left.
because like this, you are doing image embedding, right? It will be like the RGB, like pixel wise, if you see, it's
Hmm.
exactly the same. Like there is hardly any difference, so it will be super close.
But I love the one on the right. Like, I'm happy keeping both of these. I'm happy with
Yeah,
keeping the code for both of these, honestly.
Because one has the missing parts of the other one. Like this one has the returns in the bottom, and that
yeah,
one has the
yeah.
parts. So like you kind of need both to build the whole picture.
Right.
So it makes
But
sense.
even to keep it, I could do the math you're talking about, but even to keep it simple, seeing that number here might be enough to where I get a good amount of code that is sort of different.
Mm.
All right, I'm going to
Yeah,
play with, okay. But
cool.
if I look at, uh, okay, that's cool. But I'm going to make it so I can run both again. And I'm going to look at this 907 comparing to 0 and see what the other model says too. Because I prefer to run this locally. I was just really curious about if I was going to get some better granularity. Okay,
Hmm.
dude, you saved my butt because I was stuck, man. So
Phone a
Oh,
friend.
phone a
where was
friend.
I in some? Am I in some YouTube live or something?
You are
Yeah.
live. Yep. Yep.
Oh
Sorry,
yeah,
bro. Don't worry, nobody
yeah.
watches the show anyway, so it doesn't really
Oh,
matter.
hello everyone. Sharon this side.
Nobody
Cool.
watches the show. Don't worry about it. But
Oops.
you saved my butt there. So let's keep it simple and start with 97, and then if that doesn't really work, we'll try his
Yeah, the
idea.
averaging,
Yeah.
max and min
All right.
average.
Thank you, bro.
Cool. Yeah. See ya.
Thank you, sir.
All right, man. So that was interesting.
So the document being sent was wrong.
Yeah, we have to wait. Let me go back to everything here. Where was I there for the embedding?
There it is.
Okay, so I have to use one or the other. But so let's do this. Okay, so I'm just gonna run the local one now. Let's just run the local one.
Okay.
I'm not gonna run this one again. And I want to know those last two, the 907.
Up more. 907. 996.
Mm.
No.
Now, maybe, let's try something for a second based on what we just saw here. Image URL. You see, they have a field called image URL, which then you just say it's not a URL. But maybe we should just do a tiny bit of research right now on this model.
On what it actually
Maybe,
expects.
maybe we're not. I mean, the numbers are somewhat close, but I don't know how to look that up per se. Let's see, model request document. I don't know. I might have to go to Hugging Face. Oh, it sent me to Hugging Face anyway.
I would maybe ask the agent.
Yeah, maybe. So these are, see, it's doing file path stuff, which we don't want there.
URL.
It's almost like it just goes and pulls it itself, but
From no mate.
that's not what we want.
Python library. File.
Yeah, it's not what we want. All right, let's see. Images, a batch of images you want to embed. Well, right now, that's what we're doing here, right? Actually, we say input, but
File.
that's the response. That's a request. So we have model URLs, but then this other one is really called images. So I wonder, embedding endpoint images. I wonder if we can try this too, see if it works or not. I don't know where we got this from, but what if I did this instead? Images D. Hold on. Images, and then a batch of image bytes that you want to send. Oh, maybe it's just this. I wonder, leave me alone. I wonder if that will work based on what I'm seeing here. I don't know. Let's try this. I doubt it's going to work, but I'm just more curious now than anything else. Yeah, we got a. So it didn't like that input at all, did it? It's just see, they have their own libraries, but I'm trying to find the. I don't know where we found this, to be honest with you. Model URL images. You see, we don't use images here. We use this idea of an input. We had this idea of an input and then a slice of these documents, which was type, but it's not an image URL necessarily, but I don't know where I came up with this, bro. I honestly do not know. I'm starting to feel like that was wrong. But as you can see here,
Text embedding model, not a.
Oh, but we're not using embedding image. We're just using embeddings,
It's just.
aren't we?
It's a text, right?
I'm just using embeddings.
Oh, embedding vision.
And if I look at the Python code we wrote, hold on. Remove the data URL prefix if present. Data colon, which is what we did here. And split with the comma. Then they decoded it. I think this is right. I think this is what we're doing.
Yeah.
I think that's why it all works. See, embeddings.
Yeah.
Request.input. Request.input. And so whatever this code is, this is the code, right? If type text, if type image URL, that's where we got this from. Image URL. If item.image URL or URL not an image, throw exception.
Yeah, it's looking for
Type is
URL.
image URL. If it is URL, that's funny. Well, we said image URL. If item image URL sub URL, I don't know where that comes from.
URL starts with data.
Oh, if this starts
Yeah.
with, okay. If it starts with data, which it does,
Base 64 decode image URL.
then I wonder if we're not looking for base 64 here, right?
Decode basic.
I wonder if we just do this. I'm curious. We just do that.
But wasn't data, didn't MIME type come first?
Well, right now this says if it starts with data,
Base 64 is not looking for
I feel like it's
MIME.
just doing that. Let's just try this for a second.
Yeah, I see it. No.
Add request. Okay. So add request. Decode base image URL. Can I jump to that? Data. Oh, then it's looking for a comma. Yeah, you see, then it's looking for a comma. And then it's taking that. So I think it's ignoring all of this, to be honest with you, right? Because it just says
just
data.
looking for the comma.
It says split. Like, let's just pretend for a second.
Yeah.
Right? Look for a comma. And it didn't care about anything else.
Yeah.
Right? So that's what we're seeing here. That's fine. Didn't care about any of that. An image convert to RGB, whatever that does. And then I guess it's using this RGB thingamajig, right?
Converted copy.
What a crazy way to do it.
Yeah, this is like
I was looking to see if there's other options other than RGB.
mode RGB or P.
Where do you see that?
970 or 971. When converting from mode RGB to P or from RGB to L.
But where's the parameter that we're passing in? It's mode, right?
Mode. But then it also says if mode is omitted, a mode is chosen.
Why don't we omit the mode?
Oh yeah, RGB, RGBA.
Let's try a couple things.
We
can try an RGBA. Let's try empty first. That means I got to restart the embedding model. So what if we do this?
Let it select one.
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay, that's ready, right? So changing that code didn't do much. What was the one I cared? What was the one we thought? 907.
6.
It didn't really change anything.
No.
See, that's 996, right? What was the other one? RGBA?
Yeah. And that had something to do with transparency.
Okay, let's
What was 907? Go back up. 996.8. Okay. 996. It's up. And yeah, same.
6814, 6814, 6814, 6814.
6814.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
it's the same.
changing this really didn't matter. Did it?
No.
So this model is essentially taking the image and converting it into some weird thing here.
It's weird though. I feel like
But you know, we're not dealing with a picture. There's very little color in here anyway, right?
I mean the IDE has
So like you could pass in a matrix. I don't know. I'll do that. We could pass in a dither. I don't know what any of this shit means, bro. Floyd Steinberg, which is the default. It's not used when matrix is supplied, and I don't know what a matrix is. Palette. Web or adaptive. Colors. Again, I don't think we have a color issue, but it's not really a color problem anyway. But it looks like it's doing this comparison based on colors and stuff, right?
yeah, it is.
So I think that's what our problem is, because if we were to look at these images from a color perspective,
The colors aren't, which I think that's what Sharon was saying, is that it's comparing the RGB and it's not.
yeah, not helping because we're really not comparing. We're comparing colors.
Yeah, and the
The
colors
amount of
aren't changing.
color. Yeah.
The text itself is changed. That's why. Okay, it makes sense now. That's why he said it needs to have the text with it to compare the text itself rather than the image.
Mm.
That makes sense.
Though the bridge tower did better, slightly better. So it's not really comparing what it thinks it's. I thought these image things would be comparing what it sees, but it's not really what it
But
sees.
yeah, I guess it's the color differences.
And the dithering is like the noise. So I don't know if any of that sort of helps, right? Because, okay. So I think what I'm learning here is that this is never going to give me what I want, because it's going to be more about like, even if I go to higher than 256, I don't have enough colors here, right? It's not a picture.
Yeah, it's if we have the right idea, then that it's almost like the only way to get that to behave correctly is with the text, like comparing the extracted text from each image rather than the like
I know, bro, but there's so many images to process.
wait.
We'll never get through it, right? Like you need to have some pre-filtering of this.
Yeah.
I would almost just want to do a.
What if we were in as another way to narrow down the images? Why not just reduce it in a different way rather than doing like the comparison between those? Do like every 10 images compare or extract text.
It's just gonna take forever, bro. It's just gonna take forever. All right. I mean, it sucks, bro. This sucks. Okay, I don't think there's anything that we can do. So where was the, I was looking for that here. I don't think there's anything we can do.
It changed. It was 968 before. Now it's 965.
Yeah. Switching to this P thingamajig helped a little bit. Right? Instead of saying dither none, we could try this dither. Dither none is using the Floyd Steinberg thingamajig. But I don't know if I can. When you do this, can you say base or something? I'm not a Python guy. Oh, that's mode anyway, right? Can you say mode and do that?
There it is. I'll send it to you.
And then say dither. I want to say none. I'd have to add that somewhere, right?
Available methods are dither done.
Yeah, I have to include this dither class or something. This is like where my Python starts to go off the deep end. Anyway. All right. Dither. I could just pass 0 probably.
Or just don't pass it.
No, if I don't pass it, then it uses 3.
Oh.
And I don't think colors are going to matter at all, so.
I don't think so.
I'd be impressed if this thing even started. I mean, it will start. I'd be impressed if it even run.
Six, 7. I mean,
it's the same as. So the only thing that's made any sort of difference
was that mode?
Is going to P.
Isn't there also L? Where's that L? Oh, from P8.
That's dithering stuff, but yeah, we had this different. If mode in deprecated, we don't do that. If mode in self palette mode, whatever that is, if mode in RGB, use RGBA because you have transparency. If mode in L,
Mods.
I don't know. If mode in P and self mode. So that helped a little bit. What is that? You think 16-bit? That's if it has transparency, really. It doesn't have transparency, right?
No.
And I think this was the new code that we just ran through.
Yeah.
You're seeing Python because I need Python to run the image embedding model. And I'm trying to hack this a little bit. We could try lab, and then I think we're pretty much done here. Let's just see what lab does. And then I think we can't do this the way I want to do it. So what was that? 9967?
Yep. 7
God, it feels like it's running a little slower.
yeah. 9665.
I mean, it's such a tiny
It's such a small
difference, right? That I don't even know what lab means, to be honest with you.
Mode is lab.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. But look, we had lab, which was this, right?
9965.
That was lab. This was P. And P is this.
9655 or 9665.
Which is a little larger. And this is, what was it? RGB?
Yep. That was the one we originally had.
I mean, at that point, I could do my own RGB and do a text embedding, right? Like, we're going to play that game. And then this.
68.
Yeah. I mean, at that
larger.
point, the difference is so minimal, right? So, okay. So what do we know? We know that doing the image embedding is really at a pixel level. So when we're looking at, let's say this versus this one, that the pixel coloring and all that isn't, sorry, isn't that different, right?
Yeah.
So trying to do this is not going to be good.
No.
Now, if we got rid of this embedding model altogether, just said we're not going to do this embedding model anymore to do anything, then you see what happens in this code. All right, so prediction guard was better,
It did.
but it's not enough to warrant the calls, right? So, oh, that was the hack program anyway, so it didn't matter. I just need to make sure that we didn't break any of this, and we got this back to where it was, right? Yeah, so I don't need any of these changes anymore at the client level. I'm not going to use prediction guard anymore.
Okay.
All right, so at the client level, we understand this now based on that Python API. We know that if we wanted to use prediction guard, though, we have a different input type, but that's fine. From a hack perspective, now, let's go back to step one for a second. In step one, when we process the chunk, this is when we do the keyframe stuff. Where do we keyframe descriptions? This is when we're trying to run in parallel to get the descriptions.
Okay. Yep.
So I feel like to get any real accuracy,
I just feel like realistically, we don't need, if we go that approach of not doing the image embedding and comparison there, we don't need every single image either.
I know, but we don't know which one to choose. Let's go back to our hack program for a second.
So you're talking for one video, it's probably thousands of images.
Well, no. It's not 1,000. Like Here, 8 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Like, that's a lot of images to try to get text for.
So why does it jump up like 60, 120, 180? Like rather than being 1, 2,
Because it's a
3.
keyframe. So that's the time that we're at for that keyframe, is what I believe Florin did. Let's take a look at that
Okay.
code. I believe, oh,
It
shoot.
goes by 60 every time, so it has to be something set.
Hold on. I just put this in our hack. So let's go here. We're using FFmpeg to
Yeah.
do that. So
it's got to be set.
whatever FFmpeg is doing.
Oh, I saw it. Oh, that's a whisper.
Split video into chunks. No, that's the chunks. Then audio, process keyframes. Where is create keyframe files? So keyframe files, we're using FFmpeg to create the keyframes. Now, I don't remember what all of that is, but this must be syntax for them to generate a number. I don't know what, I have to ask Florin what this number represents, because it is a 60-second video. So this could be, I don't know what these numbers mean within the scope of a 60.
Yeah, like those are the chunks.
Oh, wait. Those are,
And then those are within
it could be milliseconds for all I know. I mean,
a 15-second chunk or whatever it's set to.
I have to,
or
I
a minute
have
chunk.
to ask Florin what those numbers mean. Because if you see here, we're doing it in 5 digits, right?
Mm-hmm.
Duration. It's some form of a duration, whether it's milliseconds.
I thought that was set somewhere.
It couldn't be seconds, because this is it's a 60-second video, but these numbers are too big. My guess this is milliseconds.
Yeah, it's like it goes from like going up by 60 and then it just kind of goes to different.
Right, so that's 60 milliseconds in. That's 120. That's a tenth of a second. But this could be a full second at this point. You know, when you're 17 seconds in. But I feel like you'd be farther in a 60-second video. You would think this has to be far. I don't know. We can ask Florin what that is.
Yeah.
Bottom line is, these are supposed to be the keyframes. So we could play a game where we take the first, what if we did this? We take the first, the last, and the one in the middle.
Yeah. That's
First, last, the one in the middle. Then what we can do is, that would be reasonable enough to, so what would be the one in the middle on 8 for a second? So it would be this one.
Yep.
Compared to this one.
Yep.
And then the one in the middle.
Which those two kind of cover what's missing.
Let's just if we're eyeing it, you would get, say, these 3.
Which covers everything, but you'd almost only need the first and the last.
In a 60-second video.
Clip.
Right? Like, the one in the middle was the nicest one there, wasn't it?
The middle contains the most, and then the first one contains the returns at the end. The other two are missing.
All right.
And the content.
So what if we did it again here? Here's 0. Oops. Here's 0.
Yep.
Here's the last. And the one in the middle is roughly
somewhere there. Yeah. Yeah. They each have something the other is missing.
Do we play this game?
What about, like a completely different one? So that's...
So oh, that's a bad image. I don't know what the one in the middle is.
Like in 685.
16, 17, 18, 19, 20. See, we would miss out on code in this particular case.
So maybe instead of 3, it needs 4.
And then we're playing a game now that we could seriously lose.
Yeah.
But we don't have enough processing power to process it all. That is a problem. But let's take a look at 22 for a second.
Okay.
Just for the hell of it, for 1 second here. 22. I'm going to get rid of this for a second. 22. All right. What if we processed image 22? This just doesn't work, bro. It just doesn't work because
That's like completely.
this compared to 745, I don't even see 745.
746.
No.
But
Oh, that was 21. Hold on. My bad. No, even that's only a 95% difference.
so it's like not.
Oh, man, it's not going to work. That sucks. This really sucks. Really, really sucks. Just not using the embedding image is just not going to work. We need the code extraction.
Yeah.
And the problem is how many videos? Let me see if I can get a count. I think there's a LC or something. Or there's a count. There's a way to do a count. I don't remember how to do that.
Oh, you're not. Yeah.
Command line get count of files. I don't know. I think it was LCCLS minus. Oh, word count. Duh.
Space.
38. So.
And is it consistent for each one, or is it different?
I think it's going to be consistent because that's how many keyframes there are in a minute, right?
So we can do math on that.
So we can take a
predictable.
sampling of this. I don't think we can take more than 4, though.
I think 4 should give decent coverage, though. Because you'll get the first, the last one, and then kind of 2 in the middle.
But the last one's probably bad if I'm doing a transition in a general sense, right?
But the next chunk would cover it, right?
So do you play Monte Carlo here? And you take first, you just out of 38 divided by, like, what is the math that we apply here? To take the first to last, what's the 38 divided by, see, if I just do divided by 2, that's 19. 19 is the one in the middle. But I kind of don't want the one in the middle.
38 divided by 4. is 9.5.
It's 9. So you're going to take 1, 9, but then you would take 18, and then you take, no, 1, 10, 19 is the one in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
1, 10, 19. No, you have to take 5 of them then. Or you just take 3 and you roll the dice. 1, 19, and 38. And we just roll the dice.
Yeah, just increment. I would almost just increment by like, if you want to do it by 4, then I would increment every 10, take 1. I
So
think would be the easiest.
it would be this one.
Every 10 the first one, 10 images after that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, which would be the 11th one.
Yep.
Would be that.
Then another 10.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Should be that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
And then we have leftover.
But I'd rather have this one.
Rather have the last one.
So I'd rather have first, last.
So
Let's just do first, last.
what about 38? Okay, if we do first and last, then we do 38 minus 2 is 36. And then 36 divided by 4 is 9. So every 9. So first, last, and then 9, if you're counting that way.
If we only had 36 of these,
Then we
right,
can divide it a couple different ways. 4, 6, 8, 4.
then
Or
you
not
would
8,
take every 9. You would take
or
1,
9.
9,
Or
18, and then you'd have 37. But I don't want to process 4 of them if I can get away with 3 of them. So this one's a tough one, right? 22.
36 divided by 3 is 12. But then you would be taking, yeah, you would be taking 5. So
But this one is anyway, we would just take whatever. Take the first, take the last, take the one in the middle, and pray that we get what we want, because we don't have the processing power. Okay, I don't think we have a choice. We need to at least go in some new direction here, right?
Yeah.
So bottom line is that I don't need you anymore. It's just not going to work. And I don't need a hack program anymore. And I don't need to worry about that anymore. So we are essentially going to change the following. We know we're going to get a certain number of frames, correct? So let's do the following. We know the length.
We do know the length.
The length is the L of the keyframes file. So we want to take the first, we want to take the last, L minus 1, really. And we want to take the one in the middle, which is L divided by 2. That's what we want.
Mm-hmm.
Assuming that we always have at least 3 frames, right? Keeping 3. Now, what that would mean is I don't necessarily need a loop here anymore. Or if, well, first would be 0. Be honest with you, right? So if let's just really hack this out, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I doesn't equal first, and it doesn't equal the middle, and it doesn't equal last, just continue. Just for now, right?
Okay.
We're not going to take them. Massive hacking here. Then we're going to do this. I really want to now just do this. Hold on. I don't need to read the image. Oh, I just need the 3.
Yeah.
So let's just say we did this. Well, at that point, I don't need this at all, do I? I mean, keyframes. I don't need any of this, right?
Yeah.
Just if I'm...
Yeah, just to kind of...
And if I'm going to be smarter about this, I don't need this either. I can just do this all in the construction. I don't know why the AI is not helping me here, but
There it is.
yeah, that's better. Okay. I mean, essentially, that's all I need. We're not going to do any removing of duplicate frames, right? And then we're just going to do this. Just going to take whatever we have on these 3 sort of things.
And get the descriptions for them.
So we're not going to do any removing of duplicates.
And it's a 6-second processing time for each of those descriptions, roughly, right?
Well, we'll measure it again here.
Yeah.
I don't have to read the image anymore. And we're just going to do this. And then that's going to give us okay. Right. So I don't need this. I'm not using this.
Frame.
I still need... I have a file. What were we storing? File name. We're going to get the description classification. The embedding. I still have the duration. MIME type. Okay, hold on now. I don't think I need to store the image anymore anyway. I didn't want to use that anymore.
No, all you care about is the text.
Yeah.
We're getting away from image completely.
I've got description, classification, and text, right? So if I just come back here for a second. File name, description, classification. I don't care about embedding. Now, the duration, I think I needed.
I think that makes sense.
But this was the duration of the... I don't know why I need duration here. It's not a duration of a keyframe. So I'm just going to get rid of this for a second. And then I'm going to remember why I had it there.
I do have that meeting now at 1.
Oh, it's 1 o'clock. All right. So let's come back here. So what did we learn, man? I'm going to have to fix this code before Thursday, but
A lot, actually.
we learned that we can't use embedding for these types of images because it's just doing pixel analysis and it's just not enough.
Yeah.
We're going to have to do this at a text level.
It's based on color, not what it's actually seeing on the screen.
Unless, however you want to dispose the image at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So we're just going to keep these 3 and then try to see how that works in terms of getting enough context out of that minute of video. So I'm going to finish that work offline just so we have data.
Mm-hmm.
I'll report to you on Thursday how that worked. And then hopefully we can get back to the chatty thing. Okay.
Yeah.
So fun in AI engineering. This is sort of where we're at here. But
it's an interesting problem too, though.
These are interesting problems. Now, I lost all of my overlays here. So as I switch here, I don't know how to end this.
I
don't know how to end it.
I can do it here. All right.
You ended it?